Good day, everyone. Welcome back to Tech Free Data Analysis course. This is your week 3. I hope you have gained so much in your first and second week. This week, we will be delving into Power Query and data cleaning automation using Power Query. Once again, my name remains Mrs. Sonia Akintunde. So what is Power Query? Power Query is a tool used to import, clean, and transform data automatically instead of cleaning the data manually using Excel. You can also use Power Query, and I'm going to show you how you would do that now. It saves much time by recording the steps you can use in the data cleaning processes. It's available in Excel, where you go to get and transform data, and you can also have access to it through Power BI. Now, so the let me show you how to locate the Power Query tab. I'm coming. So I want you to see the old data sets here. That is why I'm adding some columns so that the data sets will be visible to you. All right. So go to data. If you are going to Power Query, so this is where you go from table. I hope you can see my cursor. Having access the Power Query on the Excel tab, you want to access the Power Query, just click on data. Go through the tabs at the above your data. Click on data, then look for the icon with get and transform data. Once you click on the get and transform data, it will take you to Power Query Editor. So this window you are seeing is the Power Query Editor for Power BI and not for Excel, because my exam started misbehaving, so I have to switch to um, Power BI to display how the Power Query works. So I just have to clear this in case you open your own get and transform data and it's not giving you something similar to this. That is why I'm saying that. So this is the Power Query on Power BI and not Excel, but I cannot access my own on my system right now. So pending the time that I have to be fixed. So I have to show you how it works. But the both Power Query does the same thing. So let me walk you through how the Power Query works. Have loaded my data into the Power Query now. So there are a lot of amazing data cleaning you can do on the Power Query. Let's start from here. Let me show you the tabs we have on Power Query window. We have the home button. Can you see the home? Can you see all these tabs? This is new source, recent sources. If you want to enter data on a clean sheet, if you want to do different kind of settings on it. So this is if you want to remove columns, you want to split column. Assuming I have this column, I want to split it into two, the group by, use first row as header, and so on and so forth. Now this is transform. You want to transform your data. This is used first row as header. Again, you want to transpose it, you want to change the dimension of your data set, you want to reverse or to count the rows, you want to find and replace some values, pivot columns, split columns. This is statistics aspect, date and time. And if you want to run Power R script or Python script, so Power Query does that. If you want to add an extra column, this is it. This is how you go about it. This is the view, the tools, and the help. If you are lost and does not know how to go about one or two things, so this is where you go, and that is the help. Now let's dive into the real business of the day. So we want to transform our data, because we are looking at this data set, there are some inconsistencies and there are some mistakes there. If you look through the data set, you notice that there are some missing values, as well as there are some. Can you see this? We have null here. This is a missing value. Look at this. This is female. This is male. They are supposed to be in capital letters, since the no words were preceding them already. So there are so many inconsistencies in this set of data. So how do we fix them? That is what we want to do right now. Okay, the first thing is look at the type of your data. This is student ID. Just click here. There is a cell, small cell here at the edge. Just click on it. This student ID, is it supposed to be in number or in alphabet? Since it's an ID, so you can just leave it at general as ABC as it is, since it's a combination of numbers and alphabet. This is age. Our age is supposed to be in number, so is it supposed to be in a decimal number? Is it in currency? Is it a whole number? Is it in percentage? Do you understand? So it should be a whole number. So click on the whole number. Can you see this now? This is gender. The gender is supposed to be in text. If the format has not been in the right format before, so this is where you change the new format. This is department, supposed to be in text if it has not been in text before. This is CGPA. This exam has already identified the type of those data and has tried to change the format to where how it's supposed to be. So this data is trying to study the performance of students in higher institution. So this is number of clubs is already in number, hours of studies per week, the attendance rate, this is already in percent. This should be in percentage, but you notice that it is in decimal. So we have to change this to percentage. Can you see it now? So it's asking me, do I want to replace it? Yes, I want it to be replaced. So can you see it now? Can you see this? It's already in percentage. But can you see that the percentage is it reported it in thousand, but it has already put percentage in front of it. So you know that the attendance is in percentage. I hope you understand that. Then favorite subject of that student is already in text. The graduation year, don't forget that graduation year should be in dates and not number. Now we have date, we have time, and we have year. Just click on the date. She report it in date. This is the graduation year. Now, can you see that it has changed the format? But we want only year. So just have to return it back to normal, or you extract the year from this. If you want to extract, just right click on it, then transform. What do you want to transform? You want to report only year, start of the year. But it has changed the year from the initial year it was to the current year. If you want to undo anything you have done on Power Query, just look at this right side. You notice that each step you are taking on Power Query is being documented and recorded. Just go to the last one we have done and cancel it. So once you have cancelled it, go back to this column. You notice a slight change that it has returned it back to the normal one it was before. Then delete this one and let us leave it as normal year it was before. So it should be in number and not combination of number and alphabet. I hope I'm communicating now. So this is the year that the student is going to graduate. Now we have the date of enrollment, and this date of enrollment shows that it combines the date and the time together. So we have to split the date and time. But before we split, we need to do something. Before you perform any data transformation, the first thing is for you to duplicate that column. Duplicate that column. Just right click and click on duplicate column. Can you see that it has duplicated it? Now we want only our date here. We want only our date here. Then right click again and check transform date only. We want to transform it to date only and not date with time. I hope you can see that it has changed the dates. It has removed the time and left the date only. Now another thing we can do here is we want the year in a separate column, we want the date in a separate column, and the month in a separate column. The next thing, the what we did initially the other time is what we are going to do again. We want date, month, and year. Just duplicate the column twice. Duplicate column one, then duplicate it the second time. Now the initial column we duplicated, we want to transform it to just the date, transform to day. If you want to transform to week, you go here, but we want it to be the day. Is it day of the week or the start of the or the day of the month? I would prefer it to be the day of the month. Can you see it's 26th? Now, the second, the second this thing column that we transformed. Click on it rather. Okay, here. So we have seen the date, but we still need to duplicate this so that we have the month and the year. So just duplicate column. Now here we want this to be transformed to the month only. Transform it to month. Is it start of the month, end of the month, or days of the month, or name of the month? Month is okay. Can you see this? This is November. And this 11 means November, 2 means February, 6 means June. And this to year, transform it to year. Can you see that now? Now go and edit the title of this column. Double click on it and write month of enrollment. Enter and year. Double click and year of enrollment. Just press enter. Don't forget that we have the date of enrollment here. Just drag here, this column, drag it here. Oh, you can drag this column from here. You want to drag it, yes, and let it be beside the date here. Can you see that now? Then the same thing happens to here. Drag it here. Okay. I hope I'm communicating. Same thing. We have the date of enrollment, month of enrollment, and year of enrollment. All the formats are perfectly formatted. It's supposed to be in numbers and they are in numbers already. This column is a null column, so we should delete it because I don't think there's anything there. Just remove it like that. Can you see that as we are carrying out each task, it's being recorded here under the apply step. So if you want to undo anything, just cancel anything you have done before. So it will bring back the steps that you have mistakenly carried out. So remove this too because I don't see anywhere here. So we have the date of enrollment, month and year of enrollment. So this one also is of no use. So we have to remove it from here. Thank you. No, we are not removing other columns. Do you know what just happened now? I clicked on this place now and I said instead of me to click on this remove, I clicked on remove other columns. That means I'm telling that my exec that I want to retain this particular column I highlighted and I wanted to remove all other columns. That was what it carried out. Can you see now? But I don't want to do that. It is this column that I want to remove. So you have to just highlight that column that you want to remove and leave others. So just click remove instead of the remove other columns that I have mistakenly clicked on. Remove. So under this place now we have some other features. Duplicate column, add column from examples. You want to remove the duplicates, remove errors, change type, transform. You want to replace any value, replace error, group by field. So these are the features we have under each of the columns in Excel. Now let's go back to this place now. So here you will notice that some of those majority of these values inside the cell starts with small letter instead of capital letter. So you have to fix that one too. Just click on change transform. Click on transfer. You want to change the type. You want your this thing to be in decimal, just like what we have been able to carry out here. The same thing as the features under the change type. Here, just click on transform. Do you want everything to be in uppercase? Do you want everything to be in lowercase? If yes, click on it. Do you want to capitalize each word? Yes, that is what you want to do. Do you want to trim so that the cell will not be too much than the wordings inside each of the cells, so that, can you see, to just trim it. So click on it again, transform. Do you want to adjust the length? But what I want is to capitalize each word. Can you see it now? Yes. So this one is sorted now. Looking through the departments, there is no missing value there. But if you want to split this now, we can split the column. Assuming we want to split the column, like, do you want to split by delimiter just like we have done inside our normal Excel? Do you want to split by delimiter? Do you want to split by numbers of character? Do you want to split by positions, by lowercase or uppercase? Or so, but here we have, do you want to split by digit to non-digit? Do you want to split by non-digit to digit? Just like the one we have under the student ID. But we want to split by delimiter here. So click on split by delimiter. And what is this delimiter here? There we have space. Just click on OK. You notice that it's going to split it. So this is department and this is the extension of department. Assuming we have first name and last name joined together, this is how you can split them into two. So what else? Look through this CGPA. We have some null values there, so we can find and replace. Just right click and click on replace values. Anywhere you see null, replace with what? What do you want to replace with? Let's say the average of the mean is 3.0. So instead there is no, it's going to replace with 3.0. I hope you are getting those steps. See how we have been able to carry it out just now. Then we have number of clubs too. Is there any missing value here? No. But we have a missing value in the hours of study per week and it has to be sorted. We have to fix it so that our analysis or visualization will not have error. So just right click and click on replace values. And anywhere you see null, what is the average reading time per week? Assuming it's 20. So anywhere you see null, fill it with 20. Now, then is there any other thing we need to fix again? Yes, we have null here at the department too. So the same thing goes with favorite subject. Click on right click and replace values. Anywhere you see null, replace with statistics. Because I am a statistician, so I have to favor myself. So thank you. Replace it. Can you see that I've automatically replaced all the null values we have with statistics? Oh, I press statistician in place of statistics. So we are going to replace value again. Replace value. Anywhere you see statistician, change it with what? Statistician. Change it with statistics. Okay, so that one has been sorted as well. I hope you are all picking those steps one after the other, and I want to believe that it is not that really cumbersome for you to understand and it's not difficult. So this is just the basic details, steps involved in carrying out data on Power Query. So, and I would like to once I'm back to the slide for the explanation, I would give my assignment and we'll continue once we are back to the slide. So this is the overview of Power Query again. So we want to duplicate a column we want to insert your functions, maybe formulas and all. So that is just the details about Power Query. So having understood what Power Query is and having gone through the details and the steps involved in data cleaning on Power Query, we were able to understand what home tab is, how to load, how to remove the rows and merge queries, how to transform data, how to add column tab and apply different steps. So I've been able to cover what process involved in duplicate removal, replacing missing values. If you want to split or make columns and change data types from text to numbers to date to percentage and all, then to trim some excess spaces. Now, what to transform data efficiently, you can group your data, can insert pivot on pivot tables, remove some columns, and filter some unnecessary rows you don't have. There is also a merge queries feature where you can merge one or two queries and appearance of queries. Then to load, once you are done with Power Query, just click on load data. Once you have loaded your data, then it will take you back to Excel where you continue your analysis and data visualization. The benefit of this Power Query is it automates some repetitive cleaning steps. It helps to handle a large data set efficiently instead of you to start the data cleaning manually on Excel. So Power Query will help you to do that once without any difficult issue. So it helps to remove human error, integrate with multiple data sources, and improve the overall data workflow. This is better than manual cleaning because it's time consuming compared to the manual cleaning is time consuming, but Power Query has the automated process. It will automate everything for you. The manual query is prone to some mistakes, but Power Query is highly consistent every time, anytime you want to use it. There is no record of changes in manual cleaning, while every step in Power Query is being tracked and recorded. The manual cleaning on Excel might be difficult to repeat, but the other Power Query you can just refresh with one click. So the week three assignment I want to give you is to import a sample data set, e.g. sales data into Power Query. You can go online to download any sales data power set. You clean the data efficiently by removing some duplicates, you trim some spaces and replace blank cells. Transform the data by, then I want you to group those data by region or month and load the clean data back into Excel as a table. Thank you so much for creating the time to watch the week three data analysis class up to this stage. You have mastered data cleaning and transformation using Power Query, and next week we will move into how to build and create a beautiful dashboard with Excel. Thank you so much once again. I remain my humble self, Mrs. Sonny Akintobi. See you in our last class. Bye.